Pisces. So let's have a look and see what's coming up. Pisces, love. Okay, King of Wands, Eight of Wands, Four of Swords, Ten of Cups, Ace of Wands, Three of Cups. This is powerful. There's definitely a strong fire sign that's coming through here. Fire and air most prominently. The cups can represent you, Pisces, or possibly a Cancer here with a Chariot card. Look, a wonderful opportunity looms ahead in romance with the Ace of Wands. This is someone that's quite, with the King of Wands, if I'm looking into it as a fire sign or any sign in general, the characteristics of this person is they're quite adventurous. They're quite youthful. They're playful. They're communicative. They're social. They're outgoing. They could even be completely opposite to you, Pisces, but somehow opposites attract in this case, and the two of you will really connect here. And they're offering you love. I feel like they're going to pursue you relentlessly, Pisces. There isn't exactly much you can do because you can see the hand of God has the wand here and is so confronting, but in a good way. I feel like they're in your path and they're hard to avoid is what I'm seeing here. So either they keep coming back up, you keep bumping back into them, you keep seeing them unexpectedly. There's something that almost like you can't avoid this person. And look what it could lead you to. This is amazing. The card of happily ever afters, a rainbow in the sky, children, happy family homes, good times, good memories, optimism, a future, something to be hopeful and magical for. Look at that. Pisces, that's really beautiful. I think you have, for some of you, not for all again, but I think a lot of you have someone that can come in and make you very, very happy. In particular, for those that have been just in a slumber. You've been single, you haven't been actively going out because maybe you've just given up on love or you've been concentrating on your creative pursuits, and that's okay too. But maybe something is going to wake you up here and you're going to want to pursue love is what I'm seeing here. Go out, get out and about, get dressed up, meet new people, network. There's possibly an introduction that might happen here as well. It's a face-to-face meeting, Pisces. Possibly a friend, a girlfriend, a sibling, an associate might actually introduce you to someone. So there could be an introduction that is the path to this memorable meeting that I mentioned in the general reading, Pisces. Absolutely. Lots of communication. I feel someone is definitely going to be communicating with you a lot. But I think you'll like the attention, Pisces. To be honest, if anything, I think it'll be you that might be a little bit more withdrawn. And this other person, there's fire here. So they're driven by lust, infatuation, desire, sexuality, and attraction, Pisces. So you're definitely very, very attractive to a lot of people, single or married. Even if you're married, there's other people that are admiring you, Pisces. So I guess, bask in it. Enjoy it. Why not? Because what else do we have here? For those that are married, again, children are coming up, or coupled children, news of children are coupled up, a coupling up that's happening here and producing children, or a very strong, for those that are single, maybe a little bit older, not looking for marriage, or even if you're young and not looking for marriage, I think there's a couple around you that is married. So I'm not sure if this is your parents, Pisces, that you may be very close to. Maybe it's a friend that has children and is married. I feel like you'll be spending a lot of time with this person. There's also a holiday potentially happening here, the Four of Swords with the Ten of Cups. Maybe you're going away for Christmas or the holiday season with a family, and this might bring you closer together. This looks really positive. For others, if you're single and you're just, openly dating, I feel like you might have a lot of sexual encounters this month. Again, this comes from the attraction you're exuding is especially heightened this month, and you are attracting people who want you physically, who want you mentally and emotionally. So there's really a mixed bag of connections that loom ahead for you, Pisces. So this is quite exciting. For those that have been having a relationship and there's been a block in communication, I did mention that with the Queen of Swords present, you will overcome this communication. So I feel for some of you, if you haven't spoken to someone in quite some time, maybe you've parted ways romantically with them, maybe you've been in a marriage for so long you find that communication is just not working, I feel like something's going to change that. Some sort of action is going to be taken. The wands are all about action and things we can do in the physical realm to change it. Now, action is driven by desire, driven by will. So I'm wondering if you have a will, if you're determined to do something, or there's a desire to do something with a partner, you'll both be doing this together. And it may be that you seek help from someone here, Pisces, with the Six of Pentacles, someone that can help you move forward somehow into the growth of this relationship and into harmony again. See what a contrast the Four of Swords with the Ten of Cups is. It does show a big jump. So you're definitely moving. What's interesting though is that the Six has come up yet again. So again, this number might be significant. I mean, you do have the 6, 7, and 8, so there's consecutive numbers here, which is good. Things unfolding nicely. They're good numbers as well. They're high numbers, so maybe veering towards the end of a relationship cycle and into something better is what I'm seeing here. So this is very, very nice, Pisces. Congratulations. Possibly engagement. There's a church here in harmony, so possibly engagements and weddings possibly for some of you. So that's very exciting. Let's move on and have a look at your career and creative pursuits, which I know you've been working on for so long, Pisces. It's what you're good at, and don't you dare deprive the world of your talents, whatever it is. Script writing, being an artist, writing a book, designing. You need to show there's a reason why they call you the dreamer, Pisces, because you can conjure up these fantastical stories and visions and words, and you have a flair for this. So this is beautiful. You're definitely working towards something that can lead you to a lot of fame, but a lot of happiness. You know, money's nice, absolutely, but this is more than just money. Okay, a wish fulfilled. There is money coming in. Speaking of money, 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 3 Pentacles cards, 2 of Cups and 10 of Swords. All right, there's another meeting that's happening here. So I'm inclined to say there's a meeting happening in regards to career, creative pursuits, possibly interviews for those that are looking for jobs. There's up to, how many meetings do we have here? We have the 2 of Cups, the 6, and the Chariot. There's 2 Sphinxes here as well. So up to 3 interviews that might be coming up here for you, especially those that are wanting to work with finance, real estate, maybe at a car dealership, maybe in client relations or in the medical industry. I feel like there's a lot of prominence or a lot of luck associated with these roles. So you might find that you'll be made many offers from that as well. So meetings taking place, possibly work meetings around finance. So maybe you're doing taxes, depending which country you're in and when your business does taxes. Maybe you're tying up loose ends financially, and it's a large sum of finances, Pisces. But I think you'll be able to get through this quite well. I really like this wish fulfillment, the 9 of Cups. A wish is fulfilled in career or creative pursuits that brings you money, that brings you connected to people, that brings a new lifestyle and a major change in your life. Some of you are moving abroad or are liaising with someone abroad. It could be like an agent or something. I see distant lands with the 10 of Swords. I also feel like a project is coming to completion, but there's a new dawn. So I think if you are completing a project this month, I think you'll either start a new one this month, or it could even be trying something different. Say, for example, if you've written a book, you might write a script, or if you've written a script, you might go into designing clothes or something like this, starting your own business. I mean, you did have the Magician card, which is about autonomy. So this is coming up for some of you. Now, for some, the 10 of Pentacles, there's a card of family. Some of you might be actually getting involved or entering into a business with a sibling, with a parent, with a child. But I feel like there's a notion of a family business that's coming up here. There's strong earth energy, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo, and also a Leo that's prominent with the 2 of Cups here. Again, air has come up, 3rd time here, so Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. This person actually may be the source of your inspiration. the earth, the fire, or the air sign. So that's quite interesting, Pisces. I see you clinging to ideas. But when I look at the Four of Pentacles, I feel like he's almost sitting on a pot of gold. Like he's got the pentacles beneath his feet. He's clinging to a pentacle closer to his chest, and there's one on his head. So I think you're full of marvelous ideas here, Pisces. And it's almost like you might express these ideas to a sibling, a friend, an associate, or someone, and a networking opportunity will present itself. And it's almost symbolic that things are aligning very, very nicely for you here, that things are coming to fruition. Again, 2 2s and 2 7s, so this is quite significant. 6, 2, 7. Some of you are looking abroad for jobs or are moving to a larger city because there's more money there. So for some, if you're wanting to get more money, Pisces, and you don't necessarily want to leave the industry that you're in, I think there might be a better opportunity for you at places where it's a larger city. Maybe the economy is different. Maybe it's a different country, because I always look at this card and I see what I think when I see the Ten of Swords is distant, foreign, exotic land. So I'm wondering if it's somewhere that you might be thinking of going, Pisces, because the money-making opportunities, might be better. And, you enjoy luxury. You definitely enjoy the finer things in life. So I think this is also maybe contributing to this desire, to this want. But that's really positive. I think I love the Two of Cups. I'm inclined to say here that it is through career that some of you are going to be meeting someone that you'll actually end up with. Either end up engaged to or in a relationship with, maybe even end up with children too. Now, I'm seeing it's through career, pentacles, success, or fame is what I'm seeing. And the two of you actually might meet at a workplace or through creative pursuits as well. And I think this will definitely intrigue you, Pisces. But this has come up again, and I just thought I'd share it and put it out there for those